I don't know if you know this about me. It doesn't come up that much on the show, but I happen to be a Canadian citizen. I was not born in Canada, I was born in the United States, and I spent most of my life in the United States, but I'm a dual citizen. So when I woke up this morning and found 8 inches of snow waiting to greet me, which I don't love, to be honest, and was told that I had to go outside, play around in the snow, throw snowballs, build a snowman, and dig probably the best snow fort of my life. This is Greg from How to Drink, coming to you live from the very amazing snow fort I built. I started questioning my plans for a winter episode, my plans for a holiday episode. I always struggle with those. I feel like I've done all of the holiday drinks that I can imagine. At this point, I'm just trying to make them up, and they don't really do that well. And I said, screw it. Let's make some Sur La Neige, or what I'm gonna call the snow fashion. Sur La Neige, and please feel free to correct my pronunciation. My Canadian relatives are Maritimers from New Brunswick, not Quebecers from Quebec. So my French is non-existent. But Sur La Neige is a Quebec tradition that happens in sugar shacks, also known as cabane à sucre, and it is a kind of a snack or candy made in the sugaring season when we are harvesting and concentrating maple sap into maple syrup. And you make it by heating up your maple syrup to a certain amount, and then you pour it on snow and you twirl it around a little stick and you make like a maple lollipop with it. I thought that could be the basis of a drink I'm gonna call the Snow Fashioned, which I'm very excited about. And to make it, I had to be outside. I thought about doing it inside in the studio, but then I realized it just wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right. And I had the opportunity to use the real snow, so here we are, a first time for How to Drink. You're seeing my pants. There they are. So I've got a bottle of Alberta Premium chilling over here in the snow. And the next thing to do is to put some maple syrup on the fire. Now, they're not a sponsor. This is a solo stove that I begged my wife to let me buy, and she finally relented. And I use it 3 times a year. And I have this thing on here because it stops the sparks from flying out. It's not for cooking, and they'll never be a sponsor because I'm gonna break all their laws right now by cooking on it. But if it breaks, this episode doesn't exist. So we'll grab our pan, which is reasonably clean, and we'll just put it right on there. I think we'll be okay. I think we can manage this. I don't think, it's a touch unstable. If I put it over here, at least this way it'll spill away from me if it falls over. I went to the grocery store to find the right maple syrup. I think that the right maple syrup would have been what used to be called grade B, dark, robust maple syrup. Apparently, some years ago, maple syrup grading got wacky, and I don't know if that actually even applies anymore, grade B maple syrup. And I didn't find any maple syrup that was made in Canada. Maybe there's an export thing, I don't know. But I did find this bourbon barrel aged maple syrup, which is not labeled grade B and is a little bit thin, but is nice and dark, and it felt really kind of appropriate. So let's try that. And put this into my pot. This fire is hot. Good thing I've got my fire gloves. Okay, we are now heating up maple syrup. While that's going, and I reach over here for my thermometer. This is just a meat thermometer, not a candy thermometer, but I don't know. I think we can wing it. That is a safe thing to say when you're cooking over a unsecured fire surface with hot sugars. We'll wing it, we'll be fine. What we will need is a glass. I picked this one because it has really thick walls and an open mouth, which felt safer. I'm a little bit worried about temperature shock, and I'm straight up going to just scoop up a bunch of snow from everywhere, just from around my feet. That's what's so fun here. Just really pack it on there. I really kind of want like a big pile of snow. There we go. Yeah, just like that. Something like that. Put it right here. That's in the shot, right? I might have to go back and fake some close-ups when I do this. But I am losing the sun. The sun's about to disappear behind my house. I got like 5 seconds to get this whole episode, or else we're gonna be in the dark. It's gonna suck. This is dramatic. You can't get this in the studio with this, all this going on. That's gonna burn my hand if I touch that. My wife is shaking her head and swearing she's gonna divorce me. These gloves are incredible. I reach straight into fires with them for adjusting logs. They are unbelievable. I guess I'll put a link to them. It doesn't come up on the show that often, but I use them constantly. I've just like kind of thrown away my fire pokers and stuff, such that I ever had them. I think this is gonna take a little while. We are at, actually this is pretty good. We're at 167. I think we wanna get around 200 or so Fahrenheit. We're doing Fahrenheit here in the States. Honestly, that smoke and everything, I wonder if we're there. Check my temp if I can. Oh yeah, I think we're good. We are currently looking at 180, just about. And actually, I can almost test it by just running this into some of that. And I'm not gonna pour this straight into it. No, I'm not crazy. I have a spoon. We're gonna use a spoon here. I don't know, this is a crazy idea. I had this idea like an hour ago, and I'm making it up as we go. So this is starting to boil over, which means I think we're either too far gone or we're right at it. And we put this on. By the way, I've never made whatever this is called. I can't remember at the moment. Now I'm supposed to be able to just kind of go whoosh, 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 whoosh. Supposed to just be able to go choo, choo, choo. I'm not the guy to do this. I've never done this. Well, let me taste it. That's freaking tasty because it's maple syrup and snow. I think we got a drink anyway. I think we, it did not work the way I wanted it to, unfortunately. That's all right. Meredith's shaking her head right now. She's like, Greg, this is the worst episode you've ever made. Couple dashes of the bitters. Maybe it's gonna start to solidify in there. I don't think it will now that I've added that. Cheers. Tastes freaking fantastic though. It is ugly, but boy, oh boy, is that delicious. Maple syrup, little Ango, and Canadian rye. You wanna try this? It's legit, it's so good. The experience of it too, by the way. Wow, that's a good handle, because I did not burn my hand just now. Why is this not working though? I don't understand. Did I overheat it? Maybe. I'll put this down in the snow. Maybe if I cool that down, we'll get another shot at this. Hang on. We'll just toss that out. Yeah. Get some more snow here. Yeah, right off the bottoms of my boots. Why not? That's how we do it on How to Drink. Let's try this one more time. Oh wait, that might be a lot better. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. What I wanted to be able to do was to make this like lollipop almost out of this, just by kind of combing, I guess, more and more snow into it. That's probably the problem here. My snow's probably too packed because I'm not exposing it enough. It kind of becomes like a lollipop. That's the idea. But it's not working. It's still not working. Oh well. Guys, whether this worked or didn't, it's a hell of a drink. I really thought this was gonna be visually something special. Just wasting this whiskey everywhere. But it's a tasty drink. And you know what? It needs, that throws straight to the wood. Yeah. It needs an accompaniment. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to get a couple things right that I just got wrong. Made some mistakes there. Now, like I said, I didn't grow up with Sur La Neige, I'm sorry. It wasn't part of my tradition or anything like that. I'd never made it before. I'd never even been in the presence of it making it. I did some research, read some descriptions, and watched some videos, and I guess a lot of that information bounced off my head. That happens. Sometimes you gotta make a mistake to learn what you did wrong. I knew that I had to get my maple syrup up to about 220 degrees, I think, and I thought that was the whole trick. It's not. You have to get it up to that temperature, keep it there, and reduce it. And what I really wanted to do was pour this onto that snow, have it thicken, and be able to spool it up around some kind of a stick. Today we're gonna try this glass stirring rod. Spool it up around a stick, and then add my whiskey and my bitters, and end up with like a stirring stick that would slowly add maple sweetness to the drink. Didn't work. So we're gonna try it again and get this right now, and then I'm gonna send you back outside. Oh, that is way better than I saw outside for sure. Way better. That is absolutely thickening and running down the side. And give it a second to set. And hopefully we can spin that around this piece of glass. Oh, that is really cool. I don't know if this is gonna work, this particular tool. It probably will not, for various reasons. It doesn't have the texture. I lost all, my wooden sticks are gone. Let's try that. Really good and chewy. I'm gonna put some more snow on this and see if I can make something else stick. All right, new snow. This little skull has probably enough texture. Ah, everywhere. Supposed to let that set for a minute and then darn. Delicious. Well, all I can say is I am not a Quebecer. I am not. I'll have to go back to Quebec in the winter when I want this for real. That said, even if I can't spool this around, they're delicious. Maybe what we should do, forget the spooling, forget that. It's just not gonna work probably in the shape of this thing. The glass is too small. That's some of that. Well, maybe that's what we should do. Make a little hole in the snow and pour it in like a volcano. Okay. I don't want to use the very, very last of my Alberta Premium here. So we're gonna use this High West. Some people are gonna say, the Albert, you're not saving the premium for the High West. I am. Both are very nice. You gotta make choices in life. Maybe what we can get is like a slower melting, at the very least, of, that of course just goes everywhere, of the drink, right? Because like now the maple syrup is really thick. So maybe we can get something else going on here. Oh, look at that. It's like collapsing into a taffy. And we'll just stir it up. Well, we're kind of back to where we were outside. So, I mean, there is definitely, it's better. There is definitely some really thick, sticky parts here that I am successfully spinning up. We're not gonna get it. Not gonna get it today. But I will say, in concept, I am in love with this. Let's try something else, because maybe even if I can't get this thing to work on snow, we can make it work on just like a big block of ice. Kind of solidify the maple to the sides of that and have that be the basis of our drink. Maybe that'll work. So let's try it. I think this will naturally crack our ice. Now, worst case, we're gonna wind up with a lovely maple syrup old fashioned, even if I have missed the mark of trying to invent something Quebecish. Oh no, it's thick. Yeah, it's really thickened on the bottom. I don't know if that was desirable now, of course, but can I like, oh wow, look at that. It's like really thick, and you can pick it up around a bar spoon. I don't know. I guess this whole idea was a little half-baked. Not that a maple syrup is old-fashioned is a bad idea. In fact, it was the very first episode I had a drink, and it looks fantastic on a big block of ice like that. If you're looking for a push-button machine that is dead simple to operate that will make you big blocks of ice like that, I don't know of anything other than Claris that can do that for you. This is the Claris Mini. It is the kid brother of their full-size Claris. It makes 2 cubes instead of 4. Comes in at a retail price of $2.99, so certainly an enthusiast's device, but not honestly, in the grand scheme of enthusiast devices, completely insane. Go ahead and get yourself into hi-fi stereo equipment and see what I'm talking about. Makes for a great gift this year for yourself or for the cocktail nerd in your life. And they have become a friend and sponsor of the show, so go check them out in the links that are around and tell them Greg sent you. That, let's go back outside and finish this delicious drink. So maybe we can keep working on this. See if we can try and make this into the candy. Oh wait, it might be starting to kind of form into it. It's forming into a paste. So we've got, that's kind of interesting. I wonder if we can just like make a whiskey kind of, yeah, that is great. It is super satisfying because it's nice and chewy. It is maple, but not like super overpowering in my opinion or too sweet. It has delicious, unbelievably great, wonderful Alberta cask strength premium rye. A little Angostura, that's delicious. It's more of a slushy than kind of the candy I was going for, but I don't care. Bacon, it's not really hot yet. Yeah, it's hot enough. Get that bacon going. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm not wearing a lot right now because it works for the microphone and, you know, camera. But my daughter was like, you're gonna be freezing with your arms uncovered. I was like, I know. It's just, it's the guy I am on the internet. This is awesome. It's like a delicious whiskey snack. It's an edible old-fashioned. I call it the snow-fashioned, and honestly, that is exactly what it is. What do I get here? I'm getting the lovely maple notes, woodsy. How does one describe maple syrup? I mean, if you really broke it down, I'd probably say it's like, well, maple. It's like a base flavor. It's kind of hard to break it down past that. Really perfectly moderated rye. I wouldn't bother to garnish this with an orange twist or anything like that, or an orange peel. I think that it would miss the mark. Just chew it up. Just chew it up and eat it. Go ice fishing, have some screech, fry up some bacon or bologna. My Maritimer relatives, there was a lot of fried bologna sandwiches. I don't eat a lot of bacon, and I don't know about you, but I don't like my bacon burned to a crisp. I like it kind of still a little soft. Some people say, oh, it's soggy bacon. I disagree. I think you like your bacon burned. I think I've just proved, though, that you can cook right on this sucker. That's fun. Hey, Solo, they do sell a cooktop. That's why they will not approve. But if they want to send me one. You gotta try this. This is my wife, who art not Meredith. She's gonna hate this. It's not that bad. She doesn't like whiskey. I don't know if it was on the menu at some places I went to in Quebec, and I just didn't know to order it. But if it isn't, do this. It's so good. I have no clue how much rye is in there. I'm probably getting schlagered. Let's see how it goes with our garnish here. I'm not joking. This is absolutely fantastic. I mean, how could it be otherwise? It's whiskey. It's maple. It's snow. It's bacon. Get that bacon great. Now, right in my eyes. Son of a bitch. All right. Bacon, rye, and maple syrup. There's literally nothing better on earth. I'm not even a bacon guy. Hot dog. That's a match made in heaven. Holy fuck, boys. I feel like this is a cocktail that should fill every true Canadian son with patriotism and pride. That's hot bacon. My wife winced watching me pull that off the stove, but the thing is, it just makes you want to go back for more snow fashion. I hope you've had a great year and a wonderful holiday. Joyeux Noël. And if you have the means, make yourself a snow fashioned. Thank you, guys. See you soon. Another episode of How to Drink. Oh, you're gonna follow me, huh? That's what you do? It's a robot.